Hello, and welcome back to the Shrouded Isle. The latest in whatever this series is. Probably the Shrouded Isle. I believe this might be part 6 of the Shrouded Isle. I'm not sure. I haven't actually been keeping track. I probably uploaded 2 part 5s. On today's recording session, which will hopefully not be too long, we will attempt to kill ourselves. No, just kidding. We're just going to kill some more of our beloved supporters. Because that's a good way to stay in power. I'm not sure why we can't just kill random Jim Bob in this little house right here next to the fountain. But we cannot. We can only kill the fancy people who've been advising us for... Why would anyone even want this job of it being advised? I don't know. Nonetheless, we are here to continue our treacherous journey of death and doom. We're gonna go to the tower. Look at that. Yes, everyone's done. Everyone's ready to go. So these guys are not bad anymore. So we can go look at them. We can go talk to them. We can examine them. We could purify them. I'm just gonna let them go because I think we probably need thank you. Space is what I'm trying to say. Cathedral, the letter. In progress. Oh, something happened last time. I think there was a rebel. Oh no! We're asking about the confinement of Fania. We just let her go. Well then. We could encourage some penitence, which is good and probably useful, but not necessary, to being awoken. I will try not to drown her figure. Efferson will like that. That's probably good. Don't need it. Do you have any insight into how it would have happened? This one, because gazing at certain stars causes madness. Well, ignorance went up. That's useful. Alright, well, now we know. Now we know, everyone. Stop gazing at certain stars. Okay? It's probably the ones that if you're born under a certain star on a certain day, don't gaze into that star. You won't go mad. You won't run across islands. No, blinding speed. I didn't actually finish that game that I just referenced, so I don't really know what happens there. But the point is, stars, don't look at them. Yeah. It's probably the ones that are up all the time. That's it. Okay, so we need fervor, we need obedience. I don't know why I clicked on this yet. We need fervor, obedience, and we need to find a coward. Cowards are... I think they're under fervor. Yeah, okay. Yes. Yeah, see? Okay, so we have no cowards, nor do we have anyone who's even, like, fervorous. No one's even, like, being weird, so we don't need to confine anyone. We have an inquiry we could use, but we've figured out a lot of their vices. Let's go ahead and ask about Miri's virtue. She's very penitent. You know, that's good. We'll come back to that. Yosefka. I don't remember who we killed last, so that could be a problem. Somebody's going to be like, who would know? Well, it's been a while since my last recording session, that's how. Anyways, it may have been one of them, because we have 2 major sinners here. We're still looking for a coward, and the coward is not here. However, let's go ahead and ask about Aiden. Ask about the virtue. Acting strangely. That's just how I am. That's just how he is. However, we do need the... Like, yeah, we might as well confine him. No real reason. There we go. Alright. Efferson. Because I want to go out of order. He's delusional. Penitence -10. Oh, man. So is Tyranny. Yarmir and Tyranny. What's going on? They looked at the stars. They looked at the stars. Alright, lacking fervor. There's a good chance it's Tyranny because we have a hermit and we have lazy and we have complacent. And we haven't seen anyone else yet. So it might be Tyranny. We could probably find out with this inquiry, but let's hold on. Cadwell. Do we have anyone over here? Complacent, but not like a major sinner. So, Hana, who's melancholic. Ivan, who's melancholic. Maybe we'll imprison one of them. I don't know. Why does he only have like 2 people in him? I don't know. Blackborn. No. We found the coward. Okay. I don't know when we did that. We found the coward. Right there. This guy. Dusha. Dusha? Probably gonna have to kill her. The problem with killing her is that obedience needs to be up. And Blackborn needs to like us. Blackborn at the moment doesn't like us that much, but too bad. Let's look at Carl's virtue. We're just avoiding the vices right now. And we're going to appoint Dusha. It is a punishment, so you're doomed. Jefferson, we have an extra inquiry here, so let's just look into the... Jefferson is currently... Oh, it does no harm to the school. Oh my. Well then. Well then, ma'am. You are gonna die in the future, eventually, when we need a scapegoat. Just not right now. The problem is, we actually can't... I don't want to use any of them because of the fervor problem. So, we gotta use someone. There's the discipline and the pervert problem, but that's not a big deal. We probably don't want to use anyone who's delusional. And the lazy and the hermit, fervor being bad. Maybe we do just use the pervert. I don't know. What is this guy? Penitence? No. Doesn't matter. We're probably not going to use them. That is probably the case. Actually, let's just go ahead and use the pervert. This will be fun. You'll have all the schools you want. We need an advisor. Oh, and we need an inquiry. Let's do the inquiry first. Although I don't think there's anything we could even ask about. Yep, can't ask about anything. So we're going to appoint you. You know, fervor minus 20, that's... and we're going to confine your wife. Yosefka, let's see here. We have another vault, and we already confined him. Good, okay. And we just need obedience, and we need fervor. Unfortunately, none of these people are really good at being fervorful because they were a kleptomaniac. Those terrible people. Actually, this one, obedience. Very good. We'll probably be using it. And there's a satisfied, so we can use them. Great. And Kegney. Yes, I know the thingy's blinking. We'll come back to that in a moment. We have some obedience there. We don't have anyone who's particularly fervorous, so we'll stick with you. Alright, we still have an open vault, so let's confine Yarmir into a vault. Suffering is next to holiness, that's correct. Alright, we're going to go try and purify people into the water. And we're just going to do this a couple times. Yes, yes. Oh, I like how I purified him without examining him. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? Let's go. New month begins. Remember, we're going to execute Dusha. So, we need to but we also need to make sure that our obedience is up. We need to make sure fervor is up. We also can improve Yosefka here. So we'll just do this. Get our fervor and obedience. That actually should be enough to get both of them up. And Yosef will be very happy. Fervor up by 10, that's great. Follows every suggestion. Obedience is up a bunch. Discipline is down, that's okay. Perfect. Alright. Less happy, but they're finally, a bit more satisfied. We do need to watch out for Cadwell here. He's getting a little bit too unhappy. And we might want to use one of these guys as well. We'll see. Considering that we need a little bit of discipline. Oh! Alms for the Pure. An event! This is so exciting. Events only used to happen once ever. Like, once in the season. They didn't happen here. Vicar Efferson argues that priests and penitents shouldn't have to pay for their food. Well, yeah, kinda. As it's used for Chernobog's glory. Matron Cagney says such a colony would leave her farmers in poverty. Well, they're both wrong. You just have to pick somebody. So Cagney is sitting at +6, and Efferson is sitting at -17. Okay, so we're going to do this one, because we can sacrifice that a little bit better. Also, Fervor and Penitence up a bit. Oh, they get a few rejected radishes. Look at that. Unfortunately, he didn't actually get happier. So that's, whatever. I had to hit someone. Had to be them because they were up higher. These guys are at -17. Not going to work. Okay, obedience is still fine as long as we don't do anything silly like that. We can't actually use Dusha because of the cowardly problem. If we did, we'd have to offset them with like more Yosefka, which isn't a problem. That's not a bad, like the most terrible thing. We'd have to do something like this. You remember, we don't actually want to use Yvonne because apparently he's melancholic, and I had to pick somebody, so, you know. This actually apparently makes discipline go down. Oh, because she's a pervert. Discipline going down is actually fine. This makes obedience go up. Penitence goes a little bit down. Fervor goes down a little bit, but fervor should also come up a little bit. Fervor is currently sitting at 33, so this might work. This will improve some people's happiness a little bit. Doesn't really do much for these people, but Cadwell is just going to be a problem. Cadwell is simply going to be a problem. Alright, we have some fire. Obedience up. Penitence down. That's okay. Fervor back up. Obedience up some more. That's good. Discipline down. That's... oh well. And heresy. Oh, look at that. Obedience up even more. Good. Discipline up. Discipline back up slightly. And fervor down just a little bit. You know, he flinches and ducks into your shadow. I didn't actually read what the pervert did, but, you know. Yeah, I know, Cadwell. Alien colors? What is up with these events? Every night, the same dream. Though I know it is impossible, I see an otherworldly blue sky and a streak of alien colors I have never seen. Why do I see this? Vaccine, Blackboard. He's acting strangely, and he knows too much. So he has a confliction, because he was looking at the stars again. Because you have sinned, repentant child. Look, why is this a problem? This is exactly what, like, we're worshipping some alien eldritch thing that's going to kill us all. This should be perfect. See? This guy. Encourage fervor, sing praises, because you're weak, tell no one, or encourage penitence. Let's just encourage the fervor. It shall happen one day, sing praises. Yeah, I think it's good. Fervor plus 10. There we go. Praise is coming. Praise Lord Cernobog. Alright. Can we work with this guy? No, his melancholy is too low. I wanted to because that, but it will kill us. Fervor needs to be above that, and this is going to kill us. If we do this, fervor still comes down by 10. Maybe it goes up by 5. If it goes up by 5 in a good result, it might not be a good result. So that's iffy. I think this line is set at 25 instead of 20, which is a bit annoying. Or it's set at 30 or something. I don't know why. It's saying it's going to go really low there. It really shouldn't. If it's just going down by 10, it should go to 26, which should have been fine. But maybe it's set at 27. I don't know. This guy's at 22, and it's okay. So you would think this would be alright. Improves Yosefka and improves this guy. Could be our death, though. But if we don't, Cadwell's not going to be happy. Oh, Cadwell's just not happy. There's not much we can do about Cadwell not being happy. Can we use Efferson again? Can we just do this sort of thing? Discipline still goes way down because of the pervert and the undisciplined. That's the problem. But Efferson should improve a little bit. And, yeah, I think that'll work. We can't throw in the cowardly, and we really can't throw in the melancholy right there. I don't think, unless maybe we do this. This might be okay. Fervor comes down, but not by too much. Fervor is only going to go down by 6. And this will improve Cadwell's relationships a little bit. So yeah, we'll go with this one. Fervor plus 3, good. Obedience up, that's nice. Discipline down again, that's okay. We can sacrifice the discipline. Discipline down by 1, because he's bad. He's melancholic, down. Ignorance down. He asks difficult questions about Chernobyl. You can't be doing that. She granted forgiveness to sinners without punishment, causing confusion and dismay. But she can memorize scripture and her strange desires. Oh my, Misha. Alright. Leader reactions, blah 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 blah. Slightly happier, not much. And we're done. We must sacrifice to protect the village. Who shall be the sacrifice? It's Dasha. It's this guy. It's gonna be this guy. It's gonna be this guy. Watch. Here we go. So discipline's gonna go down even more. I don't know why penitence is down. Maybe I must have fallen ever so slightly right there. Weird. Alright. Goodbye. Oh, great Chernobyl, at the gate of sacrifice and doom. We've sacrificed the life of Dutch in the name of Chernobyl and the good of our people. Condolences, Thomas Blackburn. Everyone else is happy. They should be much happier than that. They should be like, oh man, it wasn't us. Fervor up a bunch, discipline down a bunch. So yeah, maybe I didn't need to focus on fervor that much. I'm going to obviously focus on discipline and penitence here, but as long as those are still at 20, that should be fine. If discipline is the one that gets bumped up to 50, that's going to be a problem. Let's find out. The night before the new season, a whisper crosses your dreams. My faithful servant, I await your devotion. Encourage penitence, deserved suffering for mortal sins. The perverse one, give her to me. Welcome to spring. Oh look, we need some discipline. And some penitence. We need a lot of penitence that might kill us. Find out next episode.